Psalm 23 is about the Lord. Every line is about who he is and what he does. Psalms 23 is one of the most beautiful scriptures in the entire Bible. Every line is about what is ours when we belong to the Lord. It reminds us the relationship between a shepherd and his sheep. Verse 1, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." The shepherd owns the flock. When we say, "The Lord is my shepherd," we are saying, "The Lord owns me." Our life is guided by a divine protector who knows you intimately. He isn't just watching over you. He is actively involved in every detail of your life, ensuring your safety and well-being. You are not your own. You have been bought with a price. The Lord Jesus purchased you at the cost of laying down his life. Psalm 23 gives us 5 marvelous answers to this question. He leads us. He restores us. He protects us. He provides for us. And he loves us. When the Lord is your shepherd, you have all that you need. Verse 2, "He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters." David states this as a fact. God leads us is into rest, and he leads us is into righteousness. Green pastures provide grazing for the sheep. He makes me lie down in green pastures, and he leads me beside still waters. The main point here is not feeding or drinking, but resting. If there is a problem you need to solve, an overwhelming challenge you face, or some fear you are battling, you feel like you can't rest until you have the answer. But you can lie down and rest when you know the shepherd is near. Verse 3, "He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake." There will be times when the path seems impossible, or when you find it hard to see God. But the shepherd will always lead you on the right path. The shepherd restores us when we wander away. He restores us when we are experiencing injustice, conflict, disappointment, suffering. God will restore you in a unique and individual way, through a fresh encounter with himself. Verse 4, "Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me." Death is the last valley, but there are other valleys we walk through along the way. Maybe you are walking through the dark valley of failure, illness, or loneliness. If you are a Christian today, God is with you in the darkness as much as in the light. Not only is he with you, but he will guard you from evil. The rod was a club carried by the shepherd to fend off wild animals. The staff is the shepherd's crook that he uses to lift the lambs into his arms. So the rod and staff speak of the strength and love of the good shepherd. No power can snatch you from his hand. Nothing can separate you from his love. Verse 5, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows." God often uses material things to speak to us about spiritual things. And here God uses 3 things, a table, oil, and a cup, to communicate how he sustains us. Oil was used in the Old Testament to commission prophets, priests, and kings. They were anointed with oil because God had given them a particular assignment. Oil reminds us that God sustains by giving us new purpose. Verse 6, "Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever." Think of a shepherd walking in front of his sheep. The good shepherd keeps you close to himself through his goodness and mercy, always chasing after you. Jesus Christ, our good shepherd. Jesus is the good shepherd who fulfills Psalm 23. When he came into the world, he said, "I am the good shepherd." John 10:11. Yes, but why should you trust him? Why should you follow him? Jesus went on to explain, "The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." John 10:11. Jesus knows you completely. You may be a mystery to yourself, but you are not a mystery to him. And Jesus is committed to you. The good shepherd will never leave his sheep. If Jesus is your shepherd now, he will be your shepherd forever. The greatest blessing you can know in life is to be wholly owned by Jesus, the Son of God.